Hey everybody, Patrick here in Southwest Fort Worth, and just been working the fish room. Want to give you a little update, so go ahead and begin that. So here are 9 tanks and some things that I've got kind of updated is I've got these other 9 tanks going. And I've got over here this pump. So I've got a pump going down instead of a bunch of little pumps. I've got this pump pumping water through that 2-inch PVC. Goes there, comes around, comes back in, puts water in the top of the grow bed, and then comes down back into the IBC sump. Over here, I've got a DIY little power limiter, and then on the top here I've got little valves that I can control how much water is going from the top tanks, which goes down to the middle tanks, down to the bottom tanks. So let's see. And so I can regulate how much is going down into these tanks. And so all 18 of these tanks, this tank here, this little frag tank, I've got water coming in from that valve there, and then it drains right into here, and all those tanks drain into this gutter, comes around and spills out right there. See it right there. So that's the overflow from all those tanks. You can see it. Goes from the top row to the middle, then down to the gutter, all the way across and in. And then I've set up these 2 tanks in the grow bed as well, with the bell siphon. That's just starting to go right now. So that'll be going full blast, and that'll drain out. And then the siphon will break and it'll fill up again. You see all the plants providing filtration. But I'll do a little tank by tank of what I've got in these 18 tanks over here. So come on this side first. And over here, my peacock gudgeons, some platies, red platies. Blue platies. You got two females though. Need a male. There. There's that electric blue type of ram. There's one of them. There's another in there somewhere. Where's that other ram? Anyway. There it is back there. Some Episto cockatoides in here. So two males up front. Or no, that's the female on the right. It's one of the males, and I've got another male up here. A reverse trio in this tank. There's the other male. Yeah, losing focus. That's alright. Bunch of guppies I gotta thin out. Reds. A few black Moscow guppies. Got more coming in. Some angels. Some other angels growing out. You see up here, see the bell valves. You see how it comes in the water, goes into the hang on back filter and just overflows. Some of them I got cartridges in, and pothos ivy in, or bamboo. There's bamboo growing out here. My airline is across as well. Goes across the whole room. And there's the pump in the corner. And then the ladder. So you go over here and see these Bosemani rainbows that are getting bigger by the day. My Killie in there with them. Females somewhere. I'm not sure where. She's hiding somewhere. And then over here, get the ladder real quick. Here I've got some guppies, a dark blue tail on him, kind of like him. So I got some growing out. Some shell dwellers. I've got a female albino cherry barb. These tanks, you can't see them on the camera or anything. These three had these floating baskets in it that I had some different cherry barbs, Odessa barbs, tiger barbs, ruby barbs, and black skirt tetras in there laying eggs in these tanks, and now eggs are hatching. And even in here on this red gravel there's some tiny Odessa barbs, and I don't think you'll be able to, I mean, I can barely see the eyes of them. Yeah, I try to zoom in, all it's getting is red. So, can't see those, but you can kind of see some of these bigger ones back here. There's some fry. That's a black skirt tetra fry. Not like the zoom on this. Another. It's a few black skirt tetra fry, some albino cherry barb fry. This little tiger barb fry. These are ones that when I was floating some baskets in here and having them lay eggs in this grow bed over here, they came out of this. I've still got some fry in here somewhere. Then when they're big enough, I'll move them to grow out over here. But just kind of an assortment of a few of them. The yield wasn't that big, and so it's kind of why I have this tank set up. I got for $10, like a frag tank, but I'm using it to have some of my egg layers scatter their eggs in here, and then I can take them out and I can raise up the fry until they're big enough to move. And here we got some ruby barbs with the tiger barbs. It's the tiger barb males and the ruby barb females. And the black skirt tetra males, albino cherry barbs, and then some of my red guppies that I've separated as breeders that I'm keeping. And up here we've got female Odessa barbs, some female black skirt tetras, and here are the Bosemani rainbows. And I've been hanging a spawning mop in there, and then when I see eggs on it, I've been transferring it to here. So I should have some eggs hatching over here soon from the Bosemani rainbows. And then I've got more egg scatterers in here. I threw this tank up because in the bottom, I'm not going to even really look, but there's some marble crayfish, self-cloning crayfish in there. I needed a place to put them. I've got the peace lily in the back, aloe, pothos ivy, bamboo, and cucumber growing. Those are looking cool. It's one of my favorite tanks. It's the 125. That's got, just found out these came in with the rummy nose, but I've got some splash tetras. A few of those. 2 of those. Male and female. Some angelfish fry growing out. Just a few guppies that I haven't been able to get out of here. Big fat molly, some platy, some fry from them. And then I've got the neons, cardinals, and rummies all throughout here. They're looking gorgeous. Down here I've got a yellow lab female. Let's see her. She's kind of hiding in the back here. She is she's got some fry in her mouth. Got these cichlids. So the battery's about to die on this. I need to wrap this up. And cistrus, male ruby barb, female tiger barbs, male Odessa. I got a cherry shrimp even.